Welcome to the channel. I'm Tony the Technician. Today we're going to be taking a look at a very simple yet unique product, and I actually found this from watching one of Cleetus Mcfarlands videos. So I found it really interesting, had no idea it even existed, but we're going to go into it. Shouldn't be too long. It's a very simple product, but if you guys are interested, I'll try and have it linked down in the description for you guys. If you guys enjoy, please make sure to smash that thumbs up. Leave a comment down below of your guys' thoughts. And if you guys haven't subscribed, make sure to subscribe. Let's go ahead and get into this. Come to find out, he bought into this company a few years back, and these were being designed and made overseas, and they decided a couple years ago to actually move everything to the USA. So they haven't really been released or weren't available as far as I'm aware, up until recently. I'd say the last few months. And they got their shop up and running here in the US. Yes, it's a zip tie, but it's like if you had a zip tie on steroids. So I use zip ties quite a lot. I know a lot of people do. They're a go-to all-around fantastic thing to have in any shop, garage, whatever it may be. They're handy to have all around. But rebuilding my Camaro, building the truck, everything that I've done to it, zip ties are key. Any wiring, routing wiring, things like that. That's what I primarily use zip ties for, is just routing wiring, things like that. And they're extremely handy. They're very affordable. You can pick up extremely cheap ones at Harbor Freight. You can get quite a few for very little. You can get better quality ones. You can get ones where the locking tab on the inside is actually metal instead of plastic. And they all have different heat ratings and load ratings as far as weight. And it's a very simple yet handy item to have. Well, basically what Griplockties has done, they have a few different sizes, I think 3 different sizes as of right now, 5-inch, 8-inch, and 12-inch. And then you can get them in the orange or the blue. I'm sure it's going to continue to grow as they move on, but you can get different size sets. But this is a 48 count set. These are 8.3 inches long and have a working load of 70 pounds. The nice thing about these is they have a couple additional features over your standard zip tie. It does have a releasable tab. So with zip ties, most of the time, you're just gonna go ahead and cut the zip tie and put a new one on. And honestly, building my Camaro, even though I redid all of the wiring, I get to the point to where I think I'm good. I end up installing something else or deciding to run the wires somewhere else. Either way, I get everything ran, get everything nice and clean, and then I end up moving it and redoing it all and end up cutting a bunch of zip ties. And yes, you can release your standard zip tie if you get like a pick or something small enough to get in there and press down on the tab, and you have to hold that tab down with the tool, and then you can separate the zip tie. Really, it's not worth it at that point. You just cut it and put a new one on. But with these, they do come with a release tab, so as soon as you get it locked down, you can actually just grab this and release it, which I thought was amazing. Now, depending on your situation, you may end up cutting this tab off if it's something that you're sure is going to be just permanent, you're done with it. You can cut it off, or you can leave it. Just like, you can throw it on a roll cage, have it holding down something. You could clip it off, you could clip the locking portion, or you can clip the zip tie here and leave the locking tab available just in case you just want to release it there and not have a big tail hanging off of it. Or you can cut it all flush and be done with it. But besides the release tab, it also has this rubber line. And if you guys check out the Cleetus Mcfarlands channel, you guys will actually see a video of how these are made and kind of the engineering and the process they had to go through in order to create these. But on here, it does say Griplockties by Lockrite, patent number, and they are made in the USA, like I stated already. So in the first locking position, you have a diameter of 2.14 inches and can handle heat up to 210 degrees. There's just a little bit of information on it. The great thing about this rubber liner is it helps with vibrations, especially since I have solid motor mounts. Everything in the car vibrates. You don't want wires rubbing on anything sharp or against zip ties. If you don't have any sheathing over your wiring, I always sleeve my wires, but still having something like this is just an extra protection to the wiring or whatever it may be that you're wrapping. So like when you're throwing wire, okay, the edge of that the edge of that is a little sharp, so yeah, that zip tie broke. But what I'm trying to get at is when you're zip tying around certain things, if you have it tight, then this wire can still be moving, or maybe the metal is moving and the zip tie, and it can eat into your wiring and end up causing a ground or a short, and a short to ground or short to power. It can cause a lot of issues. But with these, you have this, I don't know how well there's a ridge to it, so they stick up a little ways. It's basically going to absorb those vibrations, prevent doing damage to the wiring. We'll see if this zip tie breaks if I pull it tight on here. I will tell you one thing, these zip ties are much thicker and very, very durable feeling compared to your standard zip ties. Even pulling as hard as I can, you can see that that rubber is basically deformed and prevented that sharp metal from digging into the actual zip tie, and it's preventing the zip tie from digging into the wiring. And then while these zip ties do cost a bit more than your just standard zip tie, they are much more durable, much thicker. I mean, the build quality, I know we're just simply talking about a piece of plastic here, but I'm very impressed with these, and the fact that I can remove them, make adjustments, add more wiring, whatever, without actually cutting zip ties, putting new zip ties. I can just release them, and I don't have to worry about using like Velcro straps, because the Velcro straps tend to wear out over time. And I think these are going to be a really good addition, especially for how much wiring I do. So if you do a lot of wiring, or you find yourself using a lot of zip ties, I think this is a fantastic option. And like I said earlier, if you're running wiring to maybe a toggle panel up on a roll cage, this is going to be perfect for that. Like I said, they have 3 different sizes as of right now. They have 5-inch, 8-inch, and 12-inch available in the orange or the blue, depending on whatever color option you prefer. I don't know if they'll be releasing new or more colors and more sizes, but that's what they have available as of right now. I just wanted to do a quick video and show you guys, you know, it's a simple product, but it's something I would have only found out about watching the Cleetus Mcfarlands YouTube channel. And once I found out he bought into the company, that they're made in the USA, they're reusable, more durable, and have that rubber liner, I thought I was going to give it a chance and see if it was worth it, and I definitely think they are. So let me know your guys' thoughts. It's a very simple product, but I think it's a big upgrade from just standard zip tie, depending on how much you find yourself using zip ties. Let me know your guys' thoughts down in the comments. If you guys enjoyed, please make sure to smash that thumbs up, leave a comment down below, and as always, if you guys haven't subscribed, make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.